July, my lovely warriors. How are you doing? Luna Marie here, the Spiritual Warrior UK. So I was very much drawn by my guides to tune in to the energy of July and see what this month is bringing in for you. But of course, these readings are completely timeless. So whenever you see this, whenever it pops up, this is when you are supposed to see it, and there will be a message in there for you. So the month of July is going to be an interesting month. There's going to be lots of things coming up. And when we're ahead of the game, it just really helps with guidance, with understanding what's coming in and how it's going to affect you. So we are going to be looking at what do we need to know. We are going to be looking at what do we need to be aware of. And we're going to be looking at guidance. So we've got 3 piles. We have pile A with this beautiful purple fluorite. I love this so much. We've got pile B with the lapis. And we have pile C with this black and white agate. So when you're tuning in to a pile, be drawn in with not just your physical eyes, but also your third eye. Sit and have a look for a minute, see where the energy takes you. If you are drawn to more than one pile, then there is probably a message in both of these readings for you. Let us begin. So if you chose pile A, this is your reading. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to look at is what do you need to know? Rejuvenating rain. Clear the past, heal the present. What I'm getting with this is that there's a lot of throat chakra stuff coming up for me within this. I feel that you are getting much better at speaking your truth, much better in directing where it is you want to go, but with less force. We'll use that word. So I feel like it's calmer, it's more controlled, it comes from the heart. I don't feel like there's a need to talk over people, that there's a need to raise your voice or anything like that. I just feel like there's a fluidity to what it is you're saying, into where it is you want to go. And I do feel like you've cleared out a lot. I feel for some of you, you've done like a massive clearing of your house or the place that you live. I can just see somebody just like chucking out loads and loads of things. I mean, that can also come from the solstice that we've also just had, but also just an energy of, you know, wanting new things to come in. We cannot expect new things to come in when we've got lots of clutter in our lives, when we're holding on to the past, when we're holding on to past emotions or past things. And what I get is the simplicity of this card, the simplicity of the colours even. It's just peaceful, it's just flowing. It's like each energy section just flows into the next. You know, even the boulders here, you know, it's like nothing is stopping you because there is a gap through. It's like you've freed your mind and you're blossoming into a new place. I mean, really, really powerful stuff straight away. Let's get some tarot and see what else is it you need to know. What else is it we need to know for pile A? This rejuvenating rain. What else is it we need to know? Rejuvenating rain. Okay, that seemed like a lot. Okay, let's have a look, see what we've got. Eight of Swords, yeah, but in the reverse, that's what I said. It's like, you know, you've let go of so much. There is a flow emotionally. Nothing is holding you back now. Seven of Cups, it's like you've got clear on your goal. It's interesting that this card says fantasy visualization. It's not that you're not visualizing what you want, but it's not a pipe dream. It's not that there's so much going on that you cannot focus on it. It's like you've got really clear on your goal. Clear the past. It's like you're clearing out all the clutter, all the stuff that you don't need anymore. Four of Cups. You've been through a period of, actually, I get healing. I know it says rejection and self-pity, but I get this is a card of healing. And through experiences that you've had, I'm just going to clarify that. Yeah, Ace of Wands and Empress. Yes, exactly. That's what I was getting. New, renewed energy come through, new passion coming through. I mean, the Empress is just like stepping into your power. I mean, these two cards here are both about passion and creation, and it's almost like nothing is going to stop you. So though you went through this rejection, though you looked at everything that was going on around you and you were like, you know, how the hell did I get here? And is this never going to get any better? And it just feels like it's year after year after year. That, no, it's like that's in the past. I'm through that stage. Now I want to have change, take my power back, create new things, move forward, transform, create everything. Nurture myself. It's a really powerful energy. And what is it you need to know? Okay, we've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. Let's just have a look at that. Why is the Ace of Cups in reverse? What is it you need to know? And interesting enough, the first thing that I heard is it's not all as it seems. It's not all as it seems. Ten of Swords in the reverse. Now, the Ten of Swords in the reverse is rising above the problems. You know, we've got the Eight of Swords here, the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Cups, Ten of Swords. You've obviously been through some difficulty, but I feel like, you know, that's what you're letting go of. The pain, the disappointment, the betrayal for some even, and you've come through it. And it's you know, that was the old version of me. And yes, it was an experience, but I'm not going to hold on to it. I'm not going to keep pulling myself back, keep holding myself back. You know, it's like, look at this card. Look how she's being held back so, you know, strongly. There's just no getting away. And it's in the reverse. So she has got away. I say she. Gender Pacific. It just feels feminine. So it feels like, you know, it's been a road. Absolutely. But you've come out the other side and you are growing. And there are lots of exciting things coming in here. Okay, what should we be aware of? What should you be aware of? Okay, we've got the war zone, ego at play. So this is like the tower energy. So I feel like there has been a big realization. I'm getting drawn much more into the past tense with this. So I feel like this has happened. That you woke up to your situation. You looked at what was going on. You realized, and I do feel like this is about a relationship. Certainly with these two birds here, that's what I'm getting with this. It's with another person. The fighting, it was almost like, I can't do this anymore. It's like I come from a different place. I almost sort of see the world in these rainbow colors, and you just sort of see it in black and white. So I just feel like there was a very different view to how the world functions, and that is what a lot of this has to do about. Okay, so we've got Page of Cups here. We've got the loyal, sensitive, but also through this I feel that there has been this element of where you've immersed yourself within your own healing energy. So what, you know, what is it we need to know? I feel like in the month of July, this needs to continue, this continuing of putting the self first. And that's not selfish, but the nurturing of the self, you know, with the Empress and the Ace of Wands here, getting that power, keeping that power, not allowing the drains to drain you out. It's like, you know, let's cut that out. I'm not having that anymore. You know, you deal with your problems. I can be a supportive energy. I can hold the space, but actually I feel you don't even want to do that. I feel like that's not relevant here, because someone just went, no. What else is it you need to know? What else do you need to know? Okay, Six of Swords. We have the Star in the reverse. We've got the Six of Swords in the upright. We have the Six of Wands in the reverse. It's so crazy how much the sixes are coming out. Six of Wands, Six of Wands, a lot. Even the Six of Swords, the two of them, and together as well. Let's get one more, please. What is it we need to be aware of? Okay, I'm not going to take those. Just one more, please. What is it we need to be aware of for my pile A's? Okay. Strength came out in the reverse. I'm going to hold on to that. And we've got the Knight of Cups. Okay, this is definitely about love. Pile A. If there's not a romance that you're healing from or that has impacted you, then this maybe is not your reading, because this is definitely about love for this segment of people, of what I'm getting. In this realization, you've done the right thing. I feel like there is a questioning about, have I done the right thing? You know, there is a an isolation energy definitely that's around at the moment, and very much in, you know, despair, hopelessness, just this energy of lack of inspiration, lack of, you know, wanting to really do anything to sort of pick yourself up. But again, moving through that, you're back on track. And though there wasn't victory within this, in a sense, there is victory of the self. I don't feel like it was an outcome that you wanted. You know, we've got the Knight of Cups here, and that's in the reverse. It's interesting that this card says soulmate. I don't never get soulmate for the Knight of Cups, but, you know, we all work very, very differently. And that's in the reverse. So for me, there is definitely a parting or a disagreement with a partner that has really knocked your confidence, knocked your energy. And it's just being very aware of trying to keep your grounding within the month of July. Very much try to be in the flow of things. I also feel that your path is going to be illuminated as each kind of week that goes by. They're almost sort of like showing me the weeks in segments, which is really interesting. It's like, you know, as we go into the next week, there's like another segment that takes place and you'll be shown the light. It's almost like a torch is going to be shown. So if you're feeling very confused at the moment and you don't know which way to go, don't worry. You're really going to have to be in the moment. You're really going to have to ground the energy in so you can turn some of these things around. Certainly we want the strength picked up and we want the star to be picked up. So we've got our hope for the future. And that's very much about going within. You know, it's interesting with this strength card, because what I'm getting with this is very much is about perception. You know, which way do you want to look at this? And it reminds me of my card on here of self-sabotage. I'm just going to find it because that's what they're showing me. In my mind's eye. There you go. So that's exactly kind of the feeling that I'm getting from this strength card. You know, you could be self-sabotaging yourself in your own energy, in giving it all out to somebody else, or the situation that you've got here is that you're stuck in this perception of I'm never going to find this again. I can't live without it. You know, this is the end for me. I'm so hurt. And I'm not saying this is easy, but what I'm saying is that spirit are indicating that there is a need, or certainly an awareness, to try to flip this over and sit in the positivity of, look at who I am, look at what I've got. This can't be my person. If this was my person, we would be together, or the timing is not right. You know, it's about flipping the energy. It's about trying to, you know, I'm not going to get beaten by this. I'm not going to allow that to happen. Interestingly, what's sat on the bottom of the deck is broken-hearted, and I do feel that there is an element of this energy as well, pile A. So sending out a big virtual hug for you. I don't know whether you've got some throat stuff going on as well, because certainly my throat is getting very, very croaky. So this person could have really very much just walked away and ghosted you, and you haven't had that opportunity to have your say or understand the reasons why. Even if you get that, but I don't feel that you will, it's not going to put your mind at rest. It's not going to heal this element of yourself at all. So there is the need to take that power back. You put your ending on it. You can bring this to a close. You don't need somebody else to bring closure in for you at all. Okay, and then the last question that I asked it was, what guidance do we need around this? And they just brought me to this other deck. I did bring pull a major for, okay, lovers. Okay, so definitely about love, but this is also about choices, and it's about the choice that you make in this situation, about how you move forward. Guidance, please. What else do we need to know? Okay, so we've got playfulness, and for this I do feel that you've got two really trusty friends around you. I feel like there's a real sort of three lock in this. Be playful, be expressive with them. There's new beginnings coming in. You see how we've kind of got this Empress energy that we've got here? It's very, very much the same energy. It's new abundance coming in. And interestingly, this deck is called Divine Abundance, and I rarely ever use it. I don't know why. It's a beautiful deck by Tosha Silver. If you haven't heard of any of her stuff, I'd highly recommend it. She's got some beautiful work and books out there. So receiving, okay. See, and my voice gone again. So you're not good at receiving, okay, pile A's. You need to be able to receive and not just give. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. New beginnings are coming in. Make your own choices. Be guided. There's always love around. New love will always come in. And always what I say to my clients is, nothing ever passes you by. It may be delayed, it may not come when you want it, but if it's meant for you, it will always come back to you. I'm just getting a bit of Kunyin energy here. So what messages have we got for my lovely pile A's, please, for the month of July? Exactly. Empowerment. That's why we want that strength card. In the right way. I am the source of genuine empowerment that nourishes and creates. Your devotion for me protects you from the lower expression of power that would dishonor your soul. I nurture and protect your authentic being. All right, my lovely pile A's, I hope that you found that useful. Have a wonderful, wonderful July. Stay grounded, clear your energy a lot, and focus on you. Much love and light. If you chose pile B, the lapis crystal, then this is your reading. Okay, so we started with the question, what's July? What does July hold for us? What is it we need to know? Okay, the narrow path, tread carefully. The first thing that I'm getting with this is keep your cards close to your chest. I don't feel that you need to be expressive in what lies ahead for you, how you're going to make this happen, and the whole plan. There's something about just kind of like hold it back. I feel like silence is your superpower. You know, even though the path is narrow, I don't feel like that is unusual for you. If what I'm getting rather than the narrow path is like there's lots of twists and turns, as in the road is narrow, so I've got to keep twisting and turning and twisting and turning, and I can't always see where I'm going, but that's okay, because actually where I'm heading is quite a tall order. I feel like you have your sights aimed quite high. You don't want an ordinary life, you want an outstanding life, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But it's like, just keep your focus on the direction that you want to go. Don't look down, which is a very interesting thing for them to say. You know, it's like, just keep looking ahead. Like, don't lose hope, don't lose focus, don't listen to the people around you. It's almost like, just don't tell them what you're up to. I feel like there's some, it's not negative. Well, yeah, they are negative actually, because I just feel that they don't have your enthusiasm, let's put it that way, for what it is you're doing. And that's simply because it highlights what they're not doing. So there's an element of that there, and that's their stuff. It's not yours. You don't need to interact with it. Check all the pieces as well. That's just come in as well. Check all the pieces. If there's segments to this, you want to make sure that they all flow. I feel like there's one thing that's like slightly out of alignment, but you can fix it. It's like, you just don't look down, just keep looking forward, just keep looking forward. Let's get some more on this. So what else do pile Bs, what else do they need to know in July? Give us, oh God, these cards are stiff, I haven't used them for a while. Let's just move this. What is it you need to know for July? What's the path narrow about? What is the path narrow about? Interesting. Look at all this blue. Okay, we've got the Queen of Coins, which is the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. We've got the Knight of Swords in the upright. Knight of Coins, which is the Knight of Pentacles, also in the reverse. We've got the Five of Coins. Goodness me, look at all this. It's like everything is in blue. I'm feeling one more. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? High Priestess, and with that we get this spark of gold coming out. I love that. Okay, let me just tune into this. I do feel like this doesn't feel like it's a relationship. It feels like it's a project, or something along those lines. It feels that money has been difficult to get it off the ground, and I feel like somebody's sort of come in and, yes, I can do this and I can do that and I can create all these things. And I'm not sure, I feel like they talk a good talk. I'm not 100% sure that they can deliver, certainly on everything that they say they can. I feel what happens is that they talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, and it's like they kind of get a little bit carried away with what they're saying. I don't feel like it's bad intentions. I just feel like they get a little bit over enthusiastic in what they can actually deliver. We've got these pentacles in the reverse here. Now, pentacles are about our reality. They're about slow moving, hard working. It's like what's going on in your earth, what's going on in your reality. With this Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, this is impatientness, broken promises. You know, I said that I don't feel that they can deliver everything, because we've got this, you know, this night kind of charging in, and I can do this and I can do that and I can make this happen. You know, but I feel it came from a place of you weren't trusting yourself, or you couldn't find a way forward, and you got a little bit swept up in this. I just feel that you just need to be a little bit thoughtful in what they're saying. You know, with the 5 of coins here as well, you know, that feels kind of like rejection and shut out, and you know, things kind of not going your way. Just get a clarifier on this, you know. And I feel like this is this person, you know, talking the world, yes, I can give you this, and yes, I can give you that, and actually it feels a lot of lip service. Just give me a clarifier on the 5 of Pentacles, please. Okay, 6 of Wands, but don't worry, because you are going to make, see, I told you 6 of Wands is coming up all the time. Success. So even though it's been difficult, I feel like July is going to have the bumps in the road, but it's going to come. It's going to come in your way, because you are going to listen to your own intuition. It's like there's a, you know, it's like the itch. I don't know what else to say. When you just get, there's something that you can't get out of your mind, or something that just doesn't feel right. There's just this sort of knowing. It's like, go with that, trust that, because you are being guided. And I love that this is, where do we start? In gold, and we've got all this blue. I know some of them are purple, but we end in gold. You know, it's like that there's this nice flow, and a lot of this is throat, you know, voice. What are they saying is it's not that it's not true, it's just a little bit exaggerated. Thank you, Spirit. It's exaggerated, and you just need to be aware and thoughtful of where you make your decisions around this. Trust your intuition, definitely. Trust what your guides are giving you. Okay, what should you be aware of? Cool. All this throat stuff coming out. Power A also has throat stuff as well. Right, what should you be aware of? Light worker, you are in service, the number 11. You know, this ties into the High Priestess that we've got here. You are a sensitive soul. You are a person of the light. You do take risks. That's why sometimes the path is narrow. It feels that there's not as many people on the same path as you. You know, light workers always have more experiences of life, shall we say, for your growth, for your understanding. I feel to say that you are not of this planet won't sound weird to you. I don't know where that came from. I feel that you probably very much resonate with other galaxies. And understand your own ways once you've explored these other galaxies. I feel like it makes perfect sense to you. So what else is it that you need to be aware of? Oh my goodness me. More 6s. These 6s, this last month, 6s have always been coming out in pairs. Always. Okay. Oh my God. Look at all this blue. 9 of Swords sticking up under that moon. Okay. What else do you need to be aware of? What else do you need to be aware of? Oh, okay. 2 of Cups in reverse. And the Hierophant in reverse. So we've got the moon in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse. I like that the moon's in reverse. 3 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Again, it's like you just magic. It's like, however much of a shit show it is, it's like you're gonna turn it around. I don't mean to laugh. It's just that the way they delivered that was just really funny. It's like, look, be careful in how you speak. Watch your words. Words are powerful at the moment, and listen to listen carefully. Look at all this blue here. This is all throat. I know some of it's purple, but it's third eye. We've got that with the High Priestess, but it's hitting me in the throat, and that's where the awareness needs to be. So what do you need to be aware of? everything. You need to be aware of everything. So it may feel like everything is going wrong at the moment with the moon in reverse here. I like that. It's almost like it's got so difficult. It's just like releasing the fear, and it's just like, whatever. I give it up. It's like the anxiety is there, but I feel that you are able to still function and not let it affect you. There's certainly things that you're not seeing and not recognizing your patterns with. And you know, it's the itch, you know what, yeah, it's the itch again. That's what I'm getting with this High Priestess and the Two of Cups. What I'm getting with this card is there's been red flags. There's been red flags within this situation, and I feel that you've overlooked them, but they're sort of swirling around in the subconscious. So again, however much it's going to go up and down, and there's going to be some difficult elements, it's going to go in your favor because you kind of seem to have the Midas touch at the moment. Okay, guidance. There's the star. There is the Midas touch. Absolutely. Let's just check you can see this. Let's just move those up a little bit. Okay, so let's get some more guidance, please. For my Barbies. Ooh, prayers answered. Enchantment, which is magic. Yeah, prayers answered and enchantment. Enchantment for me is the Midas touch. It's unicorns. It's not real. It's magic. It's fantasy. But it's like you're making it a reality. You've been asking for these things to happen. Your dreams, your hopes. You want it to happen. You're not going to give up on it. Let's have a look at the abundance cards. What else? Guidance, please, for my lovely pile Bs for the month of July. What else have we got for the month of July? Whoa, okay. That's a lot. Let's take the ones that are upright. I only wanted one. Okay, surrender. So there we go. Surrender. Sometimes learning to surrender can feel like you're dying. The ego learns what's hardest to stop trying to control the whole universe. So, you know, give it up and give to God. It's like your prayers are being answered. So you don't need to control these things. You can let go of the anxiety. Reframe. Okay, this is happening for me, not to me. And also we've got karma. There's nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in the current. So I feel that, you know, when we spoke about there's something that you're not seeing, there's a pattern that you're going through, it is going to balance out. But be in the moment, trust your guides, trust what you're getting coming in, try to take it day by day. You know, just because you speak with your guides and you're spiritual doesn't mean that bad things don't happen. Challenges don't happen. That's all part of the process. Surrender, you know, to that, and try, if you can, try to look at the situation differently. What positives can you take by it? And that's not always easy once you're in it, but I feel that if you can try to look at it in a different way, you can see how this is all interconnected, and you're also going to see the way out. I'm just going to pull one more on this as well, on the guidance. I knew it. I can't believe that fell. Look, I knew it was going to be another gold card. 10 of Wands. Okay, the 10 of Wands is about burden, but actually, on the original tarot, the 10 of Wands is unable to get home. They have been carrying the burden, but in the background, there is the house. And I feel that, again, it's got much more to do with this energy of the solar plexus. This is why I was guided to this deck. I love this deck, based around the chakras as well, because it's got that power element with it. Listen to your intuition. It's going to go in your favor, and it's not been easy, but you don't let go. You know, you don't give up. Not let go. You don't give up. So look at it differently, reframe it, try not to get overwhelmed by it, try not to get overloaded, reframe this and surrender to the process. Be in it, not of it. Okay, my darlings, I hope that that helps. I leave you there with so much love and light. Take care. Hello warriors, if you picked pile C, this beautiful black and white heart agate, then this is your reading. Okay, so we're looking at the month of July, and what is it that you need to know for the month of July? It's been interesting, really interesting readings. Begin now, take the first step. Okay, let me just tune into this. I feel like there is an element of overwhelm here where it all feels a little bit too much. So it's creating stagnation. I feel like they're showing me 3 major things that are happening within your world. And it's like it's all sort of come at once. And I feel that it's almost like, you know, they're all interlinked. So it all has to work, and I have to make it all work and align. Otherwise, I can't really make a decision. And that's just not going to happen, because that would all fall into place a little bit too perfectly. And I feel like you need to make a decision on one thing. It's like start something now is what I'm getting for that. Okay, let's just grab the tarot and see what else we've got. Okay, what is beginning? What have they got to do? What have they got to begin? What do they need to know, and what is it they need to begin? Okay, what does it need to begin? Four of Pentacles, you know, that's the holding on. Yes, okay. 8 of Wands, the Sun, 2 more. What else? Okay. Justice card and the 4 of Swords. Okay. This is trying to get everything to align. I'm not a traditional tarot reader if you're new to the channel. That's what I'm getting with this card. It's like, I'm really, really drawn to the pentacles, you know, the money that she's holding. They seem to be in alignment, and that's where she would prefer. It's like I'm trying to get all these peacocks into alignment. I'm trying to get my ducks in a row is what I'm feeling. And it's like you're just not going to do it. It's not going to be as smooth as you want it to be. What we can get with the 8 of Wands is certainly how I feel. It can be a little bit like hose pipe energy, you know, like where the water comes out and it comes out so quick. It's like one thing after another, after another, after another. And that's the sort of energy that I'm getting with this. I feel like there's lots of major things, you know, really kind of pinnacle things that are going on in your world at the moment that feel quite a lot. But we've got the Sun card sitting in all of it, you know, the happiest card in the deck. And I feel like it's going to start to flow. So when I said back in the very beginning, begin now, start something, start one thing, allow the sun to shine. It's like when the hose is coming at you, there's no good just sort of standing there and just getting drowned. You know, you need to kind of put the hose down, walk away from the hose, move in a new direction, and go, right, okay, this is the thing that I'm going to do. What's overwhelming me? What can I address? Because I feel like at the moment, things are not going to plan, that's for sure. But there is a healing element to this, and there is also a time element as well. So let's just see what the Justice is in reverse. Yeah, the 7, the Chariot in reverse as well. Oh, and the High Priestess in reverse. So something is not going to plan, certainly. Something is not, you know, the Chariot is about trying to get the horses into alignment. Again, with the 2 coins, trying to get everything in a line so you can move forward. It's not going to happen at the moment. You need to take a different route to this. You're not trusting signs. You're certainly not seeing signs. I'm hearing that Spirit have given you there's 2 other options that you can take. Both are just as viable, and they said that that would make sense to you. You know, use your wisdom. Actually, I'm getting a lot of wisdom from this card. It's like through your healing, what you've experienced, you can use that. You can be vulnerable. I feel like that is an element to making this a success as well, is a vulnerability. Can you tell me anything else about that, please? just all these cards are coming out in the reverse. I feel like where you failed before, or how you see it as a failure, nothing's ever really a failure. It just doesn't go in the way our human minds want it to go. And I feel like that was really quite difficult. That might have been a really kind of cutting experience for you, and you're still healing from. But it's like, you know, let that go. Nothing's ever failure. It's just all learning. Okay, Parsi, what do you need to be aware of? Oh, love this card. My favorite card, Rise of the Warrior. 33. A true spiritual warrior overcomes many hurdles. And I feel like this is what is. There's lots of things coming at you at the moment. And I feel like you feel like it's, again, I'm just feeling the fire hose energy. But what is it you need to be aware of? What is it you need to be aware of? What is it you need to be aware of? All these cards have flipped over. What is it you need to be aware of? What is it you need to be aware of? Where's the Rise of the Warrior here? Okay, Six of Cups in the reverse. Certainly take off the rose-tinted glasses. See it for what it is. You need to address this one thing at a time. That's what I'm getting. It's like they're actually showing me saging. Show me a native Indian saging, you know, clearing out the negative spirits, clearing out the negative people, you know, the negative energy that's been left behind. There's something around that, you know, see things for what it is. And I feel like there is an element that's already the energy that you've stepped into with this Five of Swords in reverse. You know, the Five of Swords is moving on. It's ending. The conflict is, it's a surrender energy, and I feel like that's where you are. It's like, okay, this is me, this is who I am. Angel number 33, I'm surrendering. But there is an awareness that you're not actually honing in on. Eight of Cups, I do feel again that there is a different path. Again, I don't feel like you're seeing it, but you're going to start to be more aware of that. Interesting that this is under the Sun card, because I feel it's going to be reflected down onto you. So they are really shining the light on a different way. So it's like, you know, these signs are small, and that's what you've got to realize. Three of Wands in reverse. So I feel like with this, it's in its upright, you know, there's the stepping stones. That's how the three major things that need to be aligned, and then you can get to your goal. And it's like, well, I can't, because it's just not working like that. And then why is it not working like that? Because how am I going to get to goal B if I can't get to goal C? If I can't do the first one, it's like you just need to start. And they just keep saying the same thing over and over and over again. Pick one thing. Don't worry about making the wrong decision. Trust your gut. Yes, you know, you have the tools. You can blossom this. You know, be stiller. Be still for a bit. I feel like you're running around like a headless chicken. Be still. Let the birds whisper in your ears. That's what I'm getting. You know, I'm getting a real heavy native energy, ancestral energy with you. If you relate to this, I'm certainly getting it in your lineage. So if you pick this pile, I feel you've definitely got the native warrior within you for sure, and guiding you. Okay, and then my final question was guidance. What guidance do you want? It's going, you know, you're going to get there. There's another opportunity. Yeah, if you're a Sagittarian, this is guiding you. You know, it's like integrating patience again, which is a little bit like surrender. You know, allowing for the right time, allowing it to balance. There's also second chances. Yeah, another chance with this. What else? Let's just get one card on that. Oh. Okay, so we've got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. I love that both these fives are in the reverse. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Hierophant as well. So, you know, there is a time when this will start to take off. You need to look forward. Don't look back. Take the first step. Again, just start, just start, just start. It's just the same message over and over and over again. Okay, what else guidance can we have, my lovely pile C's, please? Oh, excuse me. Okay, we've got study. So actually what I'm getting with this is ask somebody for professional help. Seek out a professional that can help and guide you with this. You know, look into other options. I feel like that's really important. And also step back. You know, what I was saying about the Empress is get quiet, go somewhere quiet. There's too much noise around you for you to concentrate and really find a way through this. It's like you need to separate from this energy. Blessings. I love that, because it's like, actually, you know, the flowers here is, you know, it's go into the country, go in nature. Go in nature, you know, be around the flowers, be around the honey. I'm hearing. Maybe that makes sense to you. Oh, excuse me. Okay, let's get one more guidance card for you, my lovely pal C. Oh, divine flow. Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all others to follow the Teo, the divine flow, at all cost. That's exactly what I've been saying. Okay, and the other one that was coming out, extraordinary. Yep. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honoured. What did I say? You don't want to have a normal life. You want to have an extraordinary life. And that's what you're going to get. All right, my lovely warriors, I hope that that helps. If you would like a more personal reading, please go to my website where all my offerings are, thespiritualwarrior.uk. Much love and light.